Good morning, everybody. It's me, Rhea, just popping on to read a paragraph. And I figure as I review a paragraph and I gain something, I would share it with you guys. There might be something for you to gain because we're all reflections of one another. So as you can see, it's a beautiful day here and I will get right to it. I just ask for our collective higher selves to come together and help to point out a paragraph that resonates with us and that helps us to align to our very own heart energy. Oh my goodness. I picked a blank page again today. Oh my goodness. And I don't really have anything else on my mind, but I will come up with something. So to me, this blank page represents life is a blank page. Every moment is a blank page. It is our focus and it is our intent that brings life to the blank pages. You know how they say every moment is a blank slate, every moment is a new beginning, every day is a new start? Well, it truly, truly is, because nothing really holds a definition or a meaning. It is up to us as powerful creators to give the things that we see, the experiences that we have definition. And when we infuse the blank pages, the life that we see before us from a perception of high frequencies, positivity, love, coming from the heart, then we create and manifest a life that reflects that. We are the creators, we're the manifestors. We create our life. We truly, truly do. So it only makes sense that we would want to create the optimal experience. And some of us like to create challenges. Some of us like that. So even the challenges and the mumbo jumbo or, mixed upness that we create sometimes, we're still creating that. And we're creating that in order to instigate something within ourselves, something that will instigate even a greater awareness, higher perceptions, challenge us, expand us, stretch us to create beyond what we even think we can create. So when you look out in your world and you look at the TV or you look at the news, you look at the paper, or you look at the people driving around you, all of that is just created from the collective consciousness of what we co-agreed upon to see. But you can take, like a dry erase board or old school chalkboard, take that eraser and just erase what you see. You know how they say everything is an illusion? It's an illusion in that it can come and go as our perception comes and goes. So just take that eraser if you don't like what you see, because you are the creative power. Good morning, Kirsten. Today's paragraph, Kirsten, was a blank page. So I am just coming from the blank page. Take that eraser if you don't like what you see, because it is within your innate creator power to just go like this. Just like a whiteboard. Erase it all. See this. And now paint the picture of what you want to see. And even if it looks like you didn't erase it, you can still change it. Say you see a screaming little kid having a temper tantrum in the street. And I know Kirsten and most people watching this won't see or get irritated by that. They will see a beautiful little child expressing the love or expressing their determination and persistence to get what they want. So instead of seeing like old school energy might say, oh, if I was that parent's kid, my kid wouldn't be acting out like that. But that's baloney. And I know all of us watching this, our frequencies and our vibration, our perceptions will see a child that just wants love and attention and wants its needs met and is expressing that which it feels. So that's a beautiful thing. But we could say somebody of not such a higher perception might see it as a spoiled little rotten kid crying because whatever reason, but we can see it as them taking ownership and power of their own feelings and emotions, to be determined, to be persistent, to express what they do have in their heart. And of course, as the parent, they could guide and help them to express, maybe in a more heard way, more appropriate, a way that they could be heard more clearly. But we can take any scene, we can choose to erase it, and if the picture doesn't dissipate, then we can choose to see, and we can choose to infuse it with the energy that we want to perceive. You are powerful, powerful creators. Good morning, Kelly. So yes, Kirsten is absolutely right. Stay positive and be grateful, and that's how you infuse. That's how you erase the scene of what it could be, and you create it to what is reflective of what you feel and what you desire within your heart. So everything is a blank page, guys. You are the creators. You infuse it with the energy. You paint the picture of what you want to see. Don't ever, ever forget that. And I was actually listening to a meditation this morning, and it was called about empowering yourself. And it spoke a lot also. It was Lillian Eden. And most of her meditations are pretty long, so I listened to most of it. But it was about no matter what goes on in the outside world, you still have the power, because you have the power to react to it. And I know you guys have all heard this, but not only do you have the power to react to it or not to react and just be the observer, but you also have the power to infuse it with what you want to create. So you can't just take the observer and the standby and have no reaction or emotion about it and just let it pass. But I believe it is also beneficial to infuse it with the high frequencies that you do want to see. And that's how you become a manifester. You become a master manifester by infusing your life with what you do want to see. Don't take it as it is of what you see. Infuse it to what you want. And that's how you're also a magician. You're a magician of your life. You literally do change your outside reality and what you see through your intent and your perception and what you want to infuse into it. Use my eraser and create again. Yes, Kirsten. Yes, Kirsten. And I know you are at a new beginning. You're like closing the door to a chapter. And I was also listening to May, how and we are all feeling it, and we see it amongst each other, going through great transformative energies. And what a beautiful thing. It is so nice to be done with one chapter, and especially if it's been somewhat karmic or something where you've kind of had to learn and expand and grow. It's nice to have that clean slate, to have learned from whatever it is you've gone through, to be grateful for it, to take the tools with you that you have gained, and to create that new chapter, to create. That's exactly what it is. I drew another blank page, Kelly, today, to take this and create it to whatever you want, because the chapter before or the chapters prior, you might not have had the consciousness to know you're the creator. Like as a kid or as a teenager or even someone in their 20s, they're still kind of operating from the outside world affecting them. And now when you step within, you become the creator, and you know the outside world is nothing but a creation from you. So that is so beautiful, and that is such a transformation in itself, that whole mindset, that shift in consciousness. Scary to jump. It is scary to jump, because I've done that before too, Kirsten. I used to say I feel like I am jumping off a cliff without a parachute. That's how I felt, like maybe, holy crap, now maybe 20 years ago. I'd say I feel like I'm jumping off a cliff, but I had so much faith and belief that it was just really unfathomable, really, that the belief I had. But anyways, Kirsten, you're always jumping in the hands of God. So it's beautiful. And it's kind of good that, it's kind of funny how you say you feel like you're jumping off a cliff. And a lot of times what happens is, well, most of us are afraid to jump off that cliff, first of all. And second of all, we might have preconceived notions of what is next or what, and this was me. I had ideas of what I thought was after that, and that didn't happen. So then that challenged all my beliefs again. But that jump still was awesome. I just don't have expectations per se of where you're gonna land. Just know it's beautiful, and know it's abundant, and know it's flourishing with love and life and light. So yeah, just trust. All you can do is trust every moment. I know you guys know that. You only have the moment, you all only have the now. Infuse it with the highest frequencies possible, and then that's what you keep creating. That's what each page will keep looking like. And anything that seems not challenging, seems challenging, that's a beautiful thing. Makes us stronger in faith, makes us who we are, cultivates our personalities, cultivates our character, cultivates our strength. So it's all beautiful, and to see it that way, because what you see is what you gain. And Kirsten, you're taking a leap off the cliff with the intent of trusting. You're taking it from the intent of your true self, your pure heart. You're doing what is best for you. You're doing what is best for your heart, and to actually live it and step into it. Oh my God, even though you're jumping off a cliff, Kirsten, you have no place to go but up. That is my message for you, and I got tons of tingles. So just tons of tingles, affirmations from your spirit, Kirsten, that you might feel like you're jumping off a cliff, but you're going no place but up. So that is the message for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good morning, Caleb. Love you. Hopefully you guys get something out of that. If nothing else, just an infusion of this beautiful tree, Mother Earth, nature. We have all these big, beautiful live oaks with, I don't know if you guys can see it where you are, but all the hanging Spanish moss. It's like, it really is kind of like an enchanted, it's not necessarily a forest because there's a golf course back there, but it's enchanted. Trust, create, gratitude, heart confirms. Yes, Kirsten. Bless you guys. Thank you. Have an awesome day. Oops, Kelly says, love those messages. Oh, Kelly. It's funny too, because Kelly says, I feel like I'm speaking directly to her, and that's a really beautiful thing, because we do reflect the energy off each other that we need to hear when we are open to receive. Because I know, like, there goes my daughter Drasana walking her little doggy, and those teenage years are really hard. She gets really just resistant against everything, but she too is like an aspect of me in my situations of how I'm really, I don't know if it's headstrong, determined. So I take her really like resistance to be, she's really determined, strong, independent in herself. She's asserting herself, and that's the way I got to look at it. And she's aspects of me that I have to remember to appreciate, maybe. But anyways, you guys get the point. Love you guys. Love you, Kelly. Love you, Kirsten. And I'll talk to you guys later.